everybody, this is Boom Fitness, where we mix together our faith and our fitness. I am so glad you're here. Today, we have a fun little mixture of upper and lower. We're going to be focusing on our bicep, tricep, and then our quads and hamstrings. You'll probably hit a few other spots in there as well, but those are going to be our main points of focus, and that's what's going to be burning by the end of class. So for equipment, what you will need is a chair, one of these large fitness balls. If you're like Sarah, I don't have stuff like that at my house. That's okay. Don't worry about it. You can either grab these little gliding discs that just slide across the floor, or if you don't have those either, towels work great. Those little discs though are like $5, so they're an easy thing to add to your workout to just kind of add some of these motions where we're gliding across the floor. But towels work great. Just make sure it's on a slippery type surface, not something that's going to catch. Other than that, a mat and then some weights. So if you're ready, let's get right into our workout. So our scripture verse today comes from John 8:28. I do nothing of myself, though of my own accord, my own authority, but I say exactly what my Father has taught me. So with this scripture verse, what I really want to get at with what it's saying is that you become so closely intertwined with your Father. You hear His voice, you're in His presence, you seek that quiet alone time with Him, so much so that your will and His will start to match up. God is going to give you the choice to decide like what to eat or, what friend to hang out with, unless there's like a specific reason that you shouldn't. And even then, He's not going to force His will on you, but that's a different discussion. But my point being this, sometimes I'll ask God, what do you want me to do? Should I do A or B? And He'll say, it's up to you. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I was really kind of hoping you'd tell me A or B. But that's just kind of how it is. As you mature in your faith, God's going to give you a little bit of leeway so you can kind of make up those decisions for yourself. Because once you know His voice, once you know His will enough, start to just inherently do the right things because it just lines up with who you know Him to be. Does that mean you're always going to get it right? Absolutely not. Please, there's no condemnation, there's no shame. You don't have to be perfect, okay? But my point is here that you would just seek to know Him so well that your desires are the same as His. All right, so we're going to get started with our warm-up. All right, pull it across. Little step touch here, pulling those arms across. Excellent. We're gonna reach it up. Reach, reach. It kind of looks like a modified jumping jack here, if you're wondering. Those arms and legs warmed up. All right, now if you can handle high impact, we're gonna go to an actual jumping jack. Otherwise, you come here. Our goal right now is just to warm up the body, get that blood moving through all the different extremities that we're going to be working. We're working our arms and our legs today, so we want to get those nice and warm. All right, we're going to come down feet wider than hip distance. Let's squat it out. Give me a little bicep curl. Words are hard today. Pushing through those heels. Keeping that chest nice and lifted. Core is nice and engaged. Excellent. Moving through that with me. All right, this next one, we're going to hold it down. Put those hands on the knees. Round up the spine. Exhale, push out the chest. Turn the side. Round up the spine. Exhale, push out the chest. Keep it going. Great. Excellent. All right, we're gonna go into some hamstring curls. Move those arms forward and back. Our shoelace that's tickling my foot. All right, we're gonna come to the edge of your mat. I want you to walk your hands down. Top of your mat. Drop your knees down. Do 3 tricep push-ups so your elbows are in tight to your body. Raise your side as you go down. Rib cage rather. These words are really hard to do apparently. Alright, push it on up into a down dog. Pedal out those heels for a second. Come back into that plank. Drop those knees down. 3 more of those tricep push-ups. Remember, those elbows are into the side. So often, even when I say that people are doing this, we want to target those triceps. Push it back to plank. Walk those hands back to the feet. Roll it on up. Excellent. We're going to reach opposite hand, opposite foot. Don't worry. Your hand and your feet aren't actually touching. We're just reaching towards. If they are touching, great. If they're not, no big deal. Promise, at the end of class, we don't hand out words for stretching. Okay. All right, bring those knees up. You're either here, nice and fast, or just give me a little high knee jog, pumping those arms. Great job. Make sure you have all your equipment nearby, ready to go. We got about a minute left of our warm up. We're gonna go right in that workout. You're down nice and low. Bring your knee up. Alternate. Squat. Lift. All right, take a long stance. Give me a little lunge. Drop it down. Once more, and then we're gonna switch sides. Same thing. Whew. Wobbling a little bit. Last one. Come up to standing. Reach your back, tap. Reach your back and tap. But we're gonna finish our warm up. Reaching side to side. In a single lift. In a side lunge. All right. I want you here as I demo the next move. All right. We're starting with a pretty basic movement. Bicep curls. Medium to heavy here. For me, I maxed out at about 15 for curls. But I'm gonna try my 15s and see how it goes. Get ready. Go. Curl it up. Curl it down. Those feet are about hip distance apart. Make sure those shoulders are up and back. Yep, just like that. What I mean by that is we don't want to be here. We want to be here. Okay? If you got that motion down, just keep going up and down. We're bringing it up to that collarbone, back down to those thighs. What I don't want to see, this. That weight's too heavy if you have to do that.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. I know when that starts happening to me, it means it's time for me to switch down to something a little bit lighter. We're gonna slow it down. We're gonna lift it up to a count of 4 and down to a count of 4. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is forcing you to be nice and controlled. You really can't do that jerky motion to get that weight up if it's too heavy, or you slow it down like this. I suppose you probably figure out a way. But it makes it a little bit more challenging. Excellent.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and rest. We're gonna pulse that last round. If anytime I suggest a pulse, you don't wanna pulse it, just go to that first round where we just did up and down, and you can stay there. A lot of times I might suggest a lighter weight for pulses. Come to like the medium part of the motion, so I'm not all the way up by my collarbone. I'm in by my rib cage, pulsing up and down. It's just a little 1-inch motion, up and down. This is just a regular bicep curl. Pulses. These weights feel like 10 times heavier all of a sudden. It's because I added this pulse. I always wait till the last round to do our pulses. Push in for me here. Come on.
3,
2, 1.
Next move.
All right, next move. Whew. Come down to the floor. We are gonna do skull crushers. We got a couple options. I like to do palms facing in, lift them up over my forehead, bending that elbow, lifting it straight up. You have the option, you can have your palms facing away. It feels less natural in my opinion. Another option is to grab a single weight up overhead, pull it down towards the forehead and back up. Those are all great options. Pick one,
3,
because here we go.
1.
1 and 1.
1/1.
Which means down for 1, up for 1, down for 1, up for 1. If you ever hear me say 1 and 1, it just means the down and the up are the same tempo, up and down. You don't have to worry about being on a beat. I don't even know that there is a great beat to go with right here. Just go with your motion. I stayed with my 15s. You could choose, if you know your triceps are a little weaker than your biceps, you could choose to go a little lighter.
2, 1.
Rest. I like to try and challenge myself though, so I might start off a little heavier to challenge myself because I can always drop down. We're gonna hold this next one isometrically over your forehead.
1.
So those elbows are bent. You're just holding those weights right over your forehead. You're worried you might drop them. You can open it up a little bit so it's not directly over your forehead. I'm not too concerned about them dropping today. But if you picked a weight that was really a challenge, either have a spotter or put them outside your forehead. Whew. I'm starting to shake a little bit already. This is definitely a challenge for me. Woo. Keep shaking, keep trying, keep pushing.
2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Whew. We've got pulses next. This is going to be the hardest round. You're going to come here with a 1-inch motion up and down. You might want to go a little bit lighter. I'm going to be crazy and try these same weights for the pulses and see how it goes.
Pulse.
I didn't feel like I was at the total fatigue point that last round. Just close to it. Whew. Like, but Sarah, this is our first 2 moves. That's okay. You can always do this. Give yourself a quick second break. Come back down into that pulse. Or maybe just do 3 pulses. Come up and then come back down into that pulse. You can make it your own. Make it work for you. As you can see, I'm struggling. I'm adding that into mine a little bit.
3, 2,
1. All right. We are on to a pistol squat next. So for this one, you can either grab 2 heavy weights and throw them up on your shoulders, or grab 1 heavier weight. I'm gonna choose to just grab 125. I prefer to, for this one, for balance wise, prefer to have it just here, holding into my chest. Because what you're gonna do, you're gonna lift either a knee or a straight leg, depending on your balance and what you're more comfortable with. And then you're gonna Lower it down into your chair. Step it back up. Here we go. Lower it down. Push through that heel to stand it up. This one's pretty hard. You don't have to include that extra weight. Try to not do what I'm doing. A couple of these I've just kind of fallen into my chair. Do your best to lower yourself and stand yourself back up, okay? Try and keep that leg up.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Whew. All right. Same thing. This time either just move through it more slowly or hover with me.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Isometric.
So I might not go down quite as low in my hover. Maybe you're worried about your balance. You could be here, have something to hold on to, maybe a wall or a second chair. You still want to keep that chair there, because if you were to lose your balance, you have that chair to fall into, okay? Sink it down as low as you can. Keeping this leg up and that quad engaged as you lift that leg up, okay? Woo. Falling over here. Sit down low.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Whew. All right. I know you're probably saying, Sarah, I felt that in my glutes a lot. So did I. It's okay. Now you can try to incorporate a pulse or just go down and up. So you could do a little pulse, stand it up, or do a little pulse, drop it down, stand it up. Sometimes that standing or that lifted leg might have to help you. There we go. Woo. Oh gosh. Going. That pulse is optional here.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Next move.
All right, we're gonna do the same thing, other side. Don't mind me, just got some boogers. I know, I'm pretty. Same thing, other leg. Remember, maybe it's easier for you to bend the knee than keep it straight, but we do want some flexion going on in that quadricep, okay? All right, catch your breath. Grab a drink if you need. You got about 5 seconds left. We're doing the other leg now.
3, 2, 1.
Make sure that chair's close enough that it can catch you on your way down. Oh! Honestly, carrying this heavy weight, but even without a weight, this one's a struggle for me. This is one I don't always do. Honestly, just because it's really hard. Keep that leg up. I don't know if you notice, mine wants to come down a lot. Keep that quadricep engaged.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Woo. Get ready. We're gonna do that hold. Same leg.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Isometric.
Well, it's not sit down, but sometimes you might just feel like in order to not fall down, I gotta sit down. Feel free to lose that weight if you want something for balance. Maybe you can get a little lower without that weight. Quads are
3,
burning.
2, 1.
Rest. Woo. All right. Last round. Optional pulse. Remember, option. You can just move through it We can try that hold again.
2, 1, go.
Here we go. Make sure I'm close enough. Whew. Oh boy. This side feels so much harder. Whew. On over. Keep going. Whew.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Next move.
Whew. All right. Keep that chair. You don't need any weights for this one. You're gonna use your body weight. I'm gonna turn my chair a little bit so you can kind of see me at an angle. Tricep dips. A couple different options. You could always add weight to your hips. Just lower and lift, bending that elbow. Option to lift the leg up and be alternating. Straighten out the legs a little bit harder,
3,
or bend the
2,
knees.
1.
Here we go, down and up.
1/1.
1/1 just means down, up, down, up. So occasionally, I'll change up the tempo to be down for 2, up for 2. So 101 just means down and up, in case you're wondering. Keep pushing for me here. These are tough, and by the end, your triceps should be burning. That's my goal.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
We don't want to do all this work for nothing, right? Want to get a good burn in. Get water whenever you feel like you need it.
3, 2.
Isometric hold.
Isometric.
Hold it down. Remember, if this ever gets too easy, drain out the legs, maybe even just one at a time. Add a weight to your hips or lift a leg up. Promise that'll add the intensity real quick. Personally, this is fairly intense already. I'm shaking a little bit. Depends on your tricep strength, your body weight, all those factors play into it. Okay, almost there.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Whew. Shake those arms out. Yes, I know you felt that. All right. Tricep dips are next.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Pulses. Don't worry. Your triceps get a break. Go to biceps next. Come on. I know these pulses are hard. But you can do hard things. Nothing's impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. 15 seconds. 10 more seconds. Come on. Don't give up. Don't give up. Yes, you. Don't give up. 3, 2, 1.
Next
Whew.
move.
I don't know if I was talking to you or me because my arms are about to give out. All right, I can get these chairs out of the way if they're in your way. You're gonna go to a cross-body curl. I'm gonna go back to my 15s for weight. Eventually, I'm sure I'll be dropping down to 12. So, shoulders up, back, down. Palms are facing you. You're gonna cross up the body. Pull it right over your chest.
3,
Cross.
2,
Okay?
1.
Here we go.
1/1.
That chest is lifted. We're really just moving through that elbow. So what I mean is, I don't want this. I just want a nice steady motion where you're bending that elbow, feeling that bicep contract as you lift it up to your shoulder. or chest, depending on how high you're lifting it. Those weights are heavier. That chest might be where it's going. Almost there though.
2, 1.
Rest. Woo! Feel free, shake it out. Let that blood flow, get that lactic acid moving. We're gonna slow it down.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Isometric.
Bring it up for 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going with that tempo. Count to about 4, but nice and slow. I just add that 4 count to help remind you about how slow to go. As soon as I stop thinking about how slow I'm going, I just automatically speed up without meaning to. I don't know if that's you. That's what happens to me. That's where that counting comes in handy.
1.
Rest. Give them a shake. We're going to pulses next. So that's going to be pulse for 3, pulse for 3, okay? I'm going to stick with my 15s. We'll see how that goes.
2, 1.
Here we go. 3,
Alternate
2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Apparently the computer wants me to alternate my legs. Ignore that part. Whew. Yes, amazing grace. You ever think about that? How lucky we are to have this God who not only created us and then gave us a set of rules we didn't listen over and over again. He said, I don't care. Well, I care, but I'm gonna make a way for you to come back in communion with me.
1. Next move.
All right, this next one, if you want, you can put weights onto your shoulders. You can go a little heavier than what you would use for those bicep, triceps if you want. I'm just gonna stick with these for demonstration purposes. You're gonna start in a kneeling stance. You're gonna come up pushing through your heel, down, down, okay? We don't wanna put too much strain on that knee. And you're gonna feel some pain in there if you're not pushing through that heel a little bit, okay? So for the first round, we're doing
3,
kneel ups, okay?
1.
Here we go.
1/1.
You can go as fast or slow as you want. Try not to stand up all the way. So right here, you're still basically in a squat. You come back down. Keep breathing through it. Tune in the music. Hear not those thoughts telling you your legs are tired. Tune into the hope that is your Savior, Jesus
3,
Christ.
2, 1.
Rest. Okay. Second round, we're gonna duck walk. So you're gonna come into a little squat, walk it forward, walk it back. Depending on how much space,
3.
will depict how much walks forward you get.
Isometric.
As you can see, I'm off camera if I go too far forward, so I'm not gonna do a whole bunch forward and back. But maybe you have a bigger space than me. You can adjust accordingly, okay? Stay nice and low, like you're ducking down, like your legs are engaged in a squat the entire time, okay? It's really easy to walk like this, okay? It's a lot harder to walk like this.
Three, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
All right, now we're gonna combine the two. Whew. I'm gonna turn to the side for this one. Actually, no, I won't. You just might not be able to see my kneel ups. We're gonna start down in that kneel up.
1.
Kneel up. Walk it forward. Kneel it down. Walk back. Whew. I'm trying to base on the video screen how much space I have where I need to kneel down.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and rest. Whew. Deadlifts are next. I want you to go fairly heavy. I'm gonna try my 25s. We're working our hamstrings here, okay? Well, not just our hamstrings. We're gonna get a little back and glute in there too. Feet are gonna go hip distance apart. Palms face you. Shoulders up, back, down. Hinge it forward. Stand it up straight.
3,
There's a hinge.
2, 1. 1/1.
So as you can see, there's just a slight bend in my knee. Here's what a bent knee would look like. Not bending, we're just hinging. We're also not locking out that joint. Keep those shoulders back and away from the ears. Keep breathing here.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and rest. Now, for the second round, you have the option to go with me to a single leg deadlift, lifting up your right leg, or do 3 rounds regular deadlifts like we just did.
1. Isometric.
So option to be here. Or you could be here, stagger the stance. Or you could be here for a regular deadlift. Pick your level. If you're worried about your balance, I suggest either staggering or doing a regular deadlift. Keep that chest lifted. Don't let it fall forward. Only thing coming forward is those hips hinging forward.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Okay. If you did that single leg, you're gonna do single leg on the other leg. This time my left leg is gonna lift. Whew, I gotta catch my breath.
2.
All right, here we go.
Go.
Other leg. Woo. Don't mind me as I wobble over here. Come on, I need you to push it here. You don't have to go crazy low, just to about knee height. You can go a little lower if you're sure about your form. That's the only way though. You gotta be sure. We don't wanna hurt your back.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Next move.
Whew. All right, grab your bicep weight again. This time we're gonna hold a boat pose while also doing a bicep curl. I'm still trying to stick with these 15s. All right, you come here, got a couple options. You can just lean back, keeping your feet down, curl it up, curl it down, or come into a full boat with a curl.
3,
You can straighten those
2,
legs too.
1. 1/1.
So maybe you're here, maybe you're here, maybe you're here. I'm gonna go with that bent leg option and boat. This is nice as it forces that contraction to be right there in that bicep while also giving you a little core work. You don't have the option to wobble around with those shoulders. Your arms are locked in place, kind of like a preacher curl.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Whew. All right. This next one, you can either hold the contraction, so hold that bicep contraction, or just move through it slowly. I'm gonna hold it this time.
1. Isometric.
So I want you to like flex the bicep muscle in place.
If you don't like that though, feel free to move slowly. Keep breathing. I keep saying that because I keep feeling like I'm losing my breath. Whew. Plus we're doing something involving core and people like to hold their breath there.
2, 1, rest.
Go ahead and rest. Last round with these, it's gonna be that pulse. So little pulses here. Holding that boat, whichever version you
3,
want.
2, 1.
Maybe you're like,
Pulse.
right here is already hard, Sarah. That's okay. You can though, maybe try a few with those toes off the ground. Maybe even see how it feels different with those legs straight. Whew. Halfway. You're doing so good. We were made for these hard things. Almost there.
3, 2, 1. Next move.
Whew. All right, narrow press is next. So I've been sticking with these 15s. I just know that's about what my bicep triceps are at. So I'm gonna stick with that. Narrow press. You start with your palms facing each other. You're just gonna lower it down, grazing your rib cage, pushing it straight back up. That's it. Very simple, right? Not easy, but simple. There's a difference. Something can be simple, but very hard.
3,
2, 1.
1.
Push that low back into the mat. If you have a big enough bench, like the kind they have at the gym, you can feel free to do this on a bench. I don't have one of those available to me, so I just do it on the ground. And that works just fine. I just tap the ground with my elbow and lift it straight back up. By now your triceps should be burning a little. I know mine are. It's starting to get hard to lift them up. But we're gonna stick through it to the end.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Okay, quick rest. Maybe you wanna shake the arms, get that blood moving, that lactic acid moving. I don't know if you built up
3,
lactic acid or not,
2,
but you might
1.
have.
Isometric.
All right, hover above the ground. So it almost looks like my arms are resting on the ground. They're not. They're barely above the ground, hovering. But no point should they actually touch. That would be way too easy. We're not here for easy. There's plenty of things you can do in life that are easy. I'll tell you what, you're not gonna feel proud of yourself for finishing something that was easy to do. You might feel proud when you push through, when even your mind was telling you you couldn't go another second longer, but then you went 5
3,
more longer.
2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Whew. Like it says in Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous. The Lord is with you.
3,
Pulse is
2,
here.
1. Pulse.
So my little sign says there, be strong and courageous. Sometimes we need that reminder. Not just talking to Joshua, he's talking to you. He wants you to be strong. Whatever your personal battle is that you're facing, be strong and courageous. You're not alone. You'll never walk this life alone. Even when you push God away, he's still there. Waiting for an invitation back in. Keep pulsing. Oh man, arms are ready to give out.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Next move.
Woo! All right, we're on to goblet squats. So I'm gonna grab one singular heavy weight. You can choose to use 2 weights, that's fine too. So you either hold it up here at your chest, or you can hold it here about your hip level. You're gonna take those feet wider than hip distance, You're gonna squat it down, stand it up. Just a squat here, holding that weight. Again, the weight can be up here if that's more comfortable for you.
2, 1.
I kind of like having it down lower so I can tap the ground with my weight. But don't cheat. Don't be like hinging forward like a deadlift. Drop the ground. Not that there's anything wrong with deadlifts, but we're doing a squat. Remember to stick out the booty. Weights in those heels. Woo!
3, 2, 1.
Rest. All right. Same thing, but we're just gonna hover near the ground. So you're gonna hold that squat and hover it.
3,
Isometric
2,
hold.
1.
Here we go.
Isometric.
You're just gonna hang out right here. Check in with those shoulders. Maybe you got a mirror nearby. Maybe you can see your reflection. Check to make sure they're back and not slumped forward, okay? I like to see that that butt is down nice and low. I want it down around that knee line. I want it to shake a little bit. You're pushing through those heels, not the toes. Maybe even lift those toes up if that helps you push through the heels. Makes you fall over, maybe don't do that.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Whew. Shake it out. Get ready, because we're gonna pulse it for this last round. Whew. A little lightheaded there.
2, 1.
Here we go.
Pulse.
Just still down nice and low. You're not pulsing up here. You're pulsing down here. And all parts of the leg is engaged here. Even those glutes. I know we weren't purposely trying to engage the glutes per se. We're gonna get them real big next time. So I hope you do the next workout with me. We're gonna focus on shoulders, back, chest, glutes, and thighs.
1.
Rest.
Next move.
Whew. All right, hamstring curls. So that's where you're gonna grab either those gliders or that large ball. So if you were using those gliders, they just go underneath the bottoms of your feet so that your feet can glide forward and back. Or you're gonna bring those hips off the ground. I can't slide here, but you would just slide it forward and back with both legs. Otherwise, your heels push into the ball. Lift up those hips. Push it forward. Pull it back.
2,
Pretty simple.
1.
Here we go.
1/1.
Again, simple, not easy. And after this move, we're gonna go into some combo moves. So we're gonna have 6 moves in a row in the same section. So it's gonna look different than the rest of this workout has looked after we're done with this hamstring curl section.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Woo! All right. This next one, I want you to try and slow it down. Maybe you count to 3 in, 3 out, whatever you can manage for slowing it down.
1. Isometric.
Maybe you can do more than 3 seconds. Maybe you can do 5. I don't know. Just slow it down so the move is really exaggerated here. I don't know about you, but my hamstrings are screaming. Woo. Woo.
3,
Going.
2, 1.
Oh man, that burns. Go ahead, shake them out. It's nice, the ball just kind of gives you a nice little place to rest, right? All right, but don't rest too long.
2,
Go right back into it.
1. Go.
Push and pull. A little quicker this round. You're not going to be able to fully pulse this movement, but as close to a pulse as you can get. I'm like closing my eyes. This is burning so bad. 15 more seconds. Come on. Strong and courageous. That's who you are. Put your name into that sentence. Be strong and courageous. Whatever your name is.
2, 1.
Fill that blank. Whew. All right. This next section's different, okay? We're gonna start with lunges and kickbacks. And I'm gonna grab my little teeny bench that I have, but it's not a necessary requirement. I just know it kind of digs into my hamstrings a little bit more. We're just doing a back stepping lunge with a kickback. Got my 12s. So you don't want to grab your leg weight, you want to grab your arm weight. So you're going to be doing
3, 2,
kickbacks.
1. Exercise
So I'm
1.
stepping back. This is my right leg stepping back. Kick back together. I do want you to step back in each time. That will help engage those hamstrings. Keep that chest lifted. Your elbow just works as a door hinge for those kickbacks. You can slow it down if you need to.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. All right. For this next one, grab a lighter weight. I'm gonna grab 5s. I'm gonna pause this really quick just so I can demo the arms. So you're gonna be an upside down goalpost. Open. Like so, okay? You're gonna do that other leg. Backward stepping off of the bench.
Exercise 2.
Here we go. So you're gonna feel a little bit of shoulders here. I'm gonna turn to the side just so you can see. We went to a lighter weight for these simply because you're gonna feel a little bit of your shoulder along with the triceps here.
Three, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of the bench. We've got side lunge, hammer curls. Grab those same weights. Step to the side,
3,
hammer curl,
1.
step it in. Go.
Exercise 3.
Side lunge, hammer curl. So the leg stepping out is bent, other leg remains straight. Those palms face each other. You curl up towards that collarbone. Let that hip back and down. Like that one butt cheek is sitting down on a chair. Whew.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Rest.
Okay, we're gonna do side lunge. Other way. Palms are gonna flip out, away from you. Regular curl, side lunge to the other direction.
3, 2, 1.
Side lunge,
Exercise 4.
curl. It's the exact same thing as the other side. We just changed up the curl. If you were really like digging that other curl, you can still do hammer curl too. Whew. I'm getting winded. We're gonna keep going, okay? Got a couple more moves after this till we go to core.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and rest. Grab one weight, medium to heavy. Come into a plie. Turn out those toes. Weight comes up overhead.
3,
Elbows bend till the weight comes to the base of the neck.
Exercise 5.
Plie. Hold your plie down. Bend and lift the arm. Doing great here. Sink it down a little lower in that plie. Lift up those heels if you can. For these last 10 seconds, lift them up. Let those legs shake a little.
3,
They won't fall off.
1.
Rest.
Rest.
Whew. Okay, last one. Squat, curl. It's gonna be a curl all the way, curl half the way.
3,
Squat in between each time.
1. Exercise 6.
Squat, curl, squat, half curl. What about chest height, collarbone? Woo. Get low in that squat. Make sure you're still pushing through that heel. Core is engaged. All over.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Next move.
All right. We are gonna go into core next. Just a couple moves here. First move, bird dog. You come into a tabletop. Right leg lifts up, left arm lifts up, switch. Then it's the right arm, left leg, okay? This is a great one for backs and hips.
2,
Here we go. Anything is out of place, this one will help put it back. Breathe in here. Quick rest. We're going into a plank next. You're either on your elbows or on your wrist. Doesn't matter which one, just pick one. Trying to keep those hips low. So what I mean is not up here, not down here either. Just in a straight line with that spine. I don't know what word I said, but it wasn't the right word. Throw that belly button in towards the spine. Deep breath in and out. Maybe you want to say, Jesus, on the breath in, is my strength on the way out. Jesus is my strength. Jesus is my strength. Jesus is my strength. Rest. Side planks next. Pick a side, it doesn't matter which one. Elbow or wrist. Hold it here. Remember, you can always drop a knee down. It's a little easier if you stagger. You want to make it a little harder. Stack the feet. You want to advance from there. You can lift a leg up, okay? I personally like to stagger, especially when we're holding for 40 seconds. It's good to challenge yourself though. If you've never tried lifting up a leg, maybe today's the day you try. Go ahead and switch. Whew. Wrist or elbow. Deep breaths. Maybe you have something different you'd like to say. Maybe it's breathing in God, breathing out is with me. God is with me. And maybe you just say that in your mind while you take the breath. I want you to meditate on something, whatever that word is for you. I like God is with me. Rest. Whew. Come down to your elbows. Like so. You're gonna bicycle the feet. Like you're in one of those cool bikes where they're like laying down and bicycling. I always thought it'd be cool to have one of those. I don't go biking enough to make it worthwhile, but it'd be cool to ride one, like one time. I even have one of those cool packs that go behind bikes to bring my kids along with me, but I don't know. For some reason this year hasn't been something I've been wanting to do. Rest. Alright. Drop your shoulders down. Lift those legs up. Drop it down. Lift it up. You need to modify this one if that's too hard. Just bend the knees. Just cut that lever length in half. You want to make it even harder? Lift it up here. And then drop it down. To you. To your level. Yes, come on. Almost there. Cool down's next. Rest. Whew. While you're here, I want you to pull your hands and your feet away from each other. Alright. I'm gonna roll it up. I want one knee down. One knee up. Stretch out that hip flexor here. Whew, feels really good. So you're just tucking that tailbone under, so the whole body is not coming forward, just that tailbone. Oh, the first time someone showed this to me, I had to be corrected because I was doing that. It just made sense in my mind. We said to go forward, right? So if that happens to you, you're in good company. Go ahead, switch. Other knee down, other knee up. Push it forward. Maybe clasp those hands together. Open up the heart. Lift up to the sky. I don't recommend closing your eyes though. It does affect your balance. Go ahead, relax. Alright, I want you to come up to your feet. You can grab onto a chair or a wall. Pull on the tops of your feet to get a quadriceps stretch. I am just like the wobbliest person today, so I'll try without the wall, but let's see how it goes. Some days my balance is just like on point and I look so fantastic. Other days I'm just wobbling around like a tree flying around in the wind. Switch those legs. It's called balance, right? That's what I always tell myself when I eat too much candy or chocolate. Well, I ate that carrot earlier this week. Kidding. You should eat more than one vegetable a week. Some of my regulars know that healthy eating is a struggle for me, but I am practicing. Although I have not perfected it, I have gotten better. Take those legs nice and wide. Just gonna hinge it forward from the hips, reach it down towards the ground. Walk it over to one foot. Back over to the other. Roll it back up. Pull one arm across. I'm really excited for our next class. It's going to be another full body like this one where there's a mix of upper and lower. But it's going to be back, shoulder, chest, and then glutes, a little bit of hip, and like inner outer thigh. Go ahead, switch. I'm excited looking at the plans I have written up for it, so I'm hoping you're looking forward to it as much as I am. I get that not everyone's as excited to be pushed to the brink as I am, but if you're like me and you like to be pushed, then you'll be excited about it. Triceps, hold on that elbow. I don't know what it is about my biceps, triceps, because when I'm doing the motions, it feels like my arms are gonna fall right off. It gets so hard. But by the end, they feel fine. I don't get it. Shoulders, I feel them burning for like 3 days. Maybe that's you too. I don't know. Go ahead, switch. We'll see how it goes today. We did a lot in one day. Usually when we do an upper body class, we do maybe 3 sets of triceps, 3 sets of biceps, and we did 1, 2, 3, at least 4. Those hands behind the back. Hinge it forward. Pull those arms forward with it. Oh, this one feels really good.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead,
Your
release.
timer is complete.
All right, I am just going to close you out in a quick prayer and send you on your way. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this time together. Thank you that you kept our bodies safe from all injury. Lord, please show us your favor. Bring more to worship and fitness with us, whether it's with me or with other fitness instructors doing the same thing I'm doing. Lord, I just pray that your message about the gospel would spread around the world and that people would feel peace in their heart because they know you and feel your presence. I ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, great job today. I hope to see you back next time. See you later.